Hey, this is the Olympia Community Solar Team. We just passed HB 2248, the Community Solar Bill, through the House floor.
And go substitute House Bill 2248 on third reading and final passage. The lady from the 22nd District, Representative Doglio.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This bill is about young people in my community taking control of their lives and creating something really awesome for generations to come. I think young people can be depressed about what their future looks like when it comes to climate change. But instead, young people in my community got together and they started an organization called Olympia Community Solar. And with that, they put together a bill, got all the stakeholders together and excited about moving forward to the next generation of our solar incentive program in this state, which has been super successful. But we already exhausted all the monies that we put toward that a few years ago. And the other piece that we failed to do previously was making sure that low-income people have a piece of the clean energy revolution. And that's exactly what this bill does. It starts a new incentive program for community solar and makes it accessible to low and moderate income people. I am so proud of the young people in my community for their hard work and taking control of their future and saying, let's make a fossil-free future possible for my generation and for all generations to come. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Further remarks, the gentleman from the 20th District, Representative DeBolt.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The good lady from 22nd's worked very hard on this. It's interesting to me as we go through this, allowing community solar projects on rooftops of buildings and allow people to have integrated access into their own power through a community project, and also allowing low-income people to also participate in the green revolution that goes on in Washington State. I think this is one of these bills that makes it easier on people. So often we see bills that I think hurt one group or another or pick winners and losers in this green debate that we have. The thing that's great about this bill is I think there's only winners and winners, and I think she did a really nice job bringing all the stakeholders to the table and coming to a bill that all of us can be happy with supporting, and allowing those people who want to invest in renewable solar, community renewable solar projects to invest in them and be active in their own consumption of electricity and their own management of their emissions. So I'd ask for a yes vote.
Further remarks? Lady from the 36th District, Representative Charlton.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I simply wanted to rise in support and also to thank the good lady from the 22nd, as well as the gentleman from the 20th, and the good lady from the 10th District. It was 3 years ago that we put together the program for expanding access to solar in this state. That program is expiring because it has been fully sold. And so there was one piece of that puzzle 3 years ago that we weren't able to include, and that is the community solar. And so we knew we were denying access to solar for people who live in apartments, multifamily units, maybe on the wrong side of the Cascades and not having access to enough sun. Another important piece of this legislation, as the good gentleman from the 20th just described, we are actually building resilience into the residential markets for having access to clean energy, and building resilience into our grid is always a good thing. I urge your support.
Further remarks? Question for the House final passage of engrossed substitute House Bill 2248. The Speaker's about to open the roll call machine. The Speaker has opened the roll call machine. Has every member voted? Representative Defoe? Chandler? Does any member wish to change his or her vote? The Speaker's about to lock the roll call machine. The Speaker's locked the roll call machine. Clerk, take the record, please.
Mr. Speaker, there are 88 yeas, 10 nays, 0 excused.
Having received the constitutional majority, engrossed substitute House Bill 2248 is declared passed.